Cleopatra is an American film that was released in 1912. This one stars Helen Gardner. She also produced. She was also the costume designer and editor. She was hands-on on everything. The company was the Helen Gardner Picture Players. This was the first film that was released by the company. And of course, 5 years later was the famous Theda Bara Cleopatra in 1917. So I did compare a little bit while watching this one. And we may not have the actual movie of the Theda Bara, but we have production stills. And the thing is that with Helen Gardner, she was a stage actress and then throwing herself into film. And the costume design, she was a costume designer and everything. And so she went all out with this one and she did a good job. She did a very good job. Now, this particular one is based off of a play by Victorian Sardou. The play was released in 1890 and um it the costume design was amazing for 1912. I will say that because of course, in 1917, you had someone like Theda Bara who was going to go a little bit further, and she was teasing the censors. If you remember, the censors were going nuts with that particular movie. They censored the living daylights out of that movie. This one was a little more subtle, but the set design was beautiful. I loved the set design, and so it did not disappoint for a Cleopatra movie. Now, a few things that I saw with this was that they tried to say that this was the first time Cleopatra was on film. I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to disagree because of the fact that the Anheuser Company was putting out a lot of those, like they put out one of the first mummy movies and they put out a lot of those kinds of movies and that they were putting movies of all kinds out. So I'm gonna have to say no. Okay. I'm sorry. It may have been the most famous one, but I don't think that Helen Gardner's was the first Cleopatra movie, considering Tannhauser and they were pumping out movies like every week. Sorry. Um, now, one of the other things that I saw was that it got okay reviews. And, they said that it was a very energetic, people at the time said that it was a very energetic film. And yeah, it is. It's, it's very energetic. Obviously, somebody who was in theater made this movie. Okay, very obvious because when you watch it, it's obvious how it's made. It's made by people from theater who tried to make a film. And you get that a lot when you watch these silent movies, especially in the Edwardian era. By the 20s, they were more comfortable. So, but anyway, this is Cleopatra. It was in 1912, starring Helen Gardner. It's an American film.